Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Webinar Wednesday. Today we have with us the wonderful, beautiful Nechole Whitlock, and we're going to be talking about Shopify. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing?
I am hanging in there. Doing okay.
It's great to see you there and looking so well. It's
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yeah. And
It is-
you was telling me before we come on air, Nicole, that you just come back from the gym. You've been doing a bit of running around the block and getting yourself back in shape again.
well, I am working on expanding my lungs. I've actually gotten pretty good at, if I'm sitting, I can talk for about 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes an hour and a half without any problems. But then if I get up and move around, it's like I could take 10 steps and be out of breath. So it's really weird. It's a weird feeling. But no, I was not at the gym. I did walk outside today
Excellent.
to get my required exercise in. So I'm glad about that.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Well, we are really, really, really happy to see you here, Nicole. And for everyone watching, so what's going to happen today? We have Nicole for about 30 minutes, and she's going to be sharing some tips, Shopify tips for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And we've also got a lot of tips that we have in a separate document that you can download. We'll share the link. And we're also going to be giving away one free ticket to the Shopify workshop. So the Shopify workshop starts next week, and we'll tell you the dates and more information about it shortly. But what you need to do in order to stand a chance to win a ticket is answer this one question in the comment section below, wherever you're watching. And your question is this: listen carefully. Name one criteria that India Sourcing Network uses to vet suppliers. So now everybody knows that India Sourcing Network, we have a list of vetted export manufacturers on our website, in our group, in our network, and we vet suppliers very, very carefully. Now you need to tell us in the comment section below any one criteria that we use to vet suppliers. So type your answers in the comment section below, and we're going to select one winner at the end of the webinar. And we've got a couple of people who've answered this question previously in our group as well. So, but you still have a chance to win this ticket if you want to, if you answer the question correctly. All right, so Nicole, we're going to get started now. And if you want to just quickly give a brief introduction, just tell people about yourself. We don't want to have you talk for too long, so you can keep it short and sweet. So just give a brief introduction, and then we'll go into your content.
All right. Well, so I'm okay to talk for a little longer tonight because I actually have been out, and so I got my lungs going. They're a little more open. I do have to clear my throat a lot, so I'm going to apologize in advance. For those who don't know, I am recovering from COVID. I don't know. By the time we do the training, I may or may not need oxygen. I need oxygen tonight because I went and walked earlier, and so I am the owner and the creator of Ecom Sellers. And so Nechole has been wonderful in joining us on several of our summits, and hopefully you all have had a chance to check it out. And so one of the things that I'm going to be teaching or covering with your team is Shopify. I actually worked this summer with my son to open up his Shopify store. And then my other son to work on his Shopify store. He is autistic. And so I'm a single mom with two special needs kids. I use e-commerce as my source to raise money for us and, to keep the lights on, to keep water coming out of our faucet. And I am glad to be able to share all of the Shopify knowledge that I have with you all. I'm excited about it.
Awesome. So I'm going to share your screen now, Nicole, and you can go full screen.
Okay.
And you can get started.
All right. So let me go full screen. Let me hide this. So I did just do something simple together. We're just going to talk about some tips for Black Friday for those of you that are interested, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the workshop. So I'm going to start with tip number one, which is one of the biggest ones, planning. One of the things that a lot of people don't do, not just just with their Shopify store, but just in general, planning for your success for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. We don't always think through everything. New sellers are going to be like, oh, okay. I got some stuff I need to do. They keep telling me it's going to be crazy. No, Black Friday sales can be ridiculous. There are people that, make $100,000 in one day just on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, depending on how much work, energy, and time they put into their store. So I know that we're teaching this class right before Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but there's going to be some things that you, hopefully, if you've already got inventory, you've already got things that you were planning on selling, that you're just going to drop into your Shopify store, then you're not starting 100% from scratch. And by the time we finish this workshop, I think we will be in, the second week in November, I believe, maybe. And so that's still time to take advantage of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I don't want you to be afraid about it. Some of you could actually get some awesome results Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And for those who don't know the statistical data, sales do continue after Black Friday and Cyber Monday are over, all the way up till the weekend before Christmas. So I'm just saying, you still have the opportunity to get a lot of traction, a lot of sales, and there's a boatload of sales that happen right after Christmas, especially if you're selling in the US. So I know that a lot of you are international sellers and you may be selling on different platforms, but just want to say Black Friday, Cyber Monday in the US is bananas. It's crazy. It's insane. And I want you to take advantage of it. So the first thing is planning. Anywhere from 4 weeks to 16 weeks prior to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which is 4 months, you should have put together your plan, your game plan. You need to determine, what you're going to be doing. You need to order your inventory, all of that stuff. So you should have developed, determined, and established your sales and profit goals. How much money do you want to make this Black Friday and Cyber Monday? If it's your first, weekend or first time doing it, and you've never sold during a Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you may have absolutely no idea what type of numbers are possible. But there's some statistical data out there that you can do some research. So you should have some kind of idea. And what I tell the people that I train, I'm like, look, if you're already been selling April, May, June, July, August, you have some data. You have some stats. You can use that data to pull together some projections for what you would like to do for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. What are your targets? What are your goals? The next thing is a productivity calendar. There's things that we do in our business every single day. And I'll start with April, May, June, July. Like there's operational things that you do. And so during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, some of that stuff you definitely want to push to the side. You want to do it in advance. You want to do it after Black Friday, Cyber Monday is over, because again, there's a lot of traffic that is happening online, a lot of sales that are happening. So you need to put together a calendar of activities that you need to get done. And you need to figure out strategically when you're going to do those things. You also should have a schedule of what you plan on doing for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That schedule should be, what ads are you going to run and what time are they going to run? When are you going to double check your inventory levels? When are you going to actually kick off your ads? When are, you've got to order potentially some graphics for your ads, or create some marketing videos of your own, or, hire somebody to do them. So you need to put together a calendar, at least a 4-month calendar that tells you what you're doing. Again, we are just on top of that date. So some of this you've probably already done, hopefully, because you're in October right now. But if you haven't, you can be thinking about that right now. These are things that you would have to do anyway. So again, start putting together your daily schedule. How much are you working in your business? Are you one of those people that you work in your business 4 hours every single day, 6 hours a day? Or are you, have you outsourced a significant amount of your work? Have you checked in with your VAs to see what their availability is? Like, you should know what resources you have available to you to throw at Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And you should also have built a schedule around that. The next thing is your operational checklist. Like, shipping supplies may or may not apply to you. You may be irrelevant, or maybe you just want to double check with whoever your supplier is to make sure they're good. Because again, we already know that there is in the US, we're calling it a cargo crate. The shipping containers issue. We have all of these boats out here in the water trying to get to the dock. So since it's a problem in the US, I don't know if it's a universal problem everywhere else, but it's big news here. So shipping supplies may be limited if you didn't already order them, or if you need them, or maybe you want to confirm that your supplier has them. You probably want to check with them. You want to make sure that they don't have any challenges with staffing. Here in the US, we have a lot of staffing issues. People don't want to go back to work because of COVID. And so, or they want to feel comfortable. And so that is one of the challenges. And some of our businesses that we're working with, they're short staffed. So if they're short staffed, what does that mean to you and their ability to get your shipments out in a timely manner? And then if they're short staffed, again, that's going to impact what happens with the carriers. And it's just, there's a ripple effect that's associated with it. So you at least need to have a checklist where you can have conversations with your manufacturers or whoever your distributor is, whoever's doing the shipping for you, whoever is holding your inventory. Even companies like Deliver, who actually fulfill inventory for people, just like Amazon FBA, they're short staffed. Amazon is short staffed in several of the warehouses. So keep that in mind. And then I mentioned, things that you need to do. Do you need to build any email copy? Do you need to create any sales copy? Do you need to, order graphics or have marketing videos created? What are the things that you need to do? And then what are the regular operational things that you typically do on a weekly basis anyway, that you either need to push to the side or just spot check until Black Friday and Cyber Monday is over? Then product strategy. So I hope you have already ordered your inventory. If you haven't ordered your inventory, I don't know what to say. But maybe you have some other way of grabbing, getting, or attaining inventory. So if you've got an inventory strategy, that is awesome. But if you don't, I encourage you to today, whatever time it is for you, to work on that right now, because having inventory is crucial to your success for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Because you can't, when you run out of inventory, you can't get any more sales. Like, you can pre-sale stuff, I'm sure that, but you'll have to figure out strategically how you want to do that. What does the marketing look like for that and all of that? So, and then how quickly can you get the inventory to your customers? What's your commitment to get them to it quickly? So check your inventory levels, make sure you feel like your inventory levels are adequate. For several people strategically, and I'm sure that this is what Nechole and her team teaches, is that, they may have foreseen this fiasco that we have here in the US, where shipping containers are out there on the ocean. And so instead of ordering inventory just for, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, they probably ordered inventory for like 4 months. So that means you had to have the capital for that. So again, putting together your product strategy, ordering that inventory way, way, way in advance. So then that way, if this issue doesn't get resolved quickly, that you're still able to get sales and still able to make money. Marketing strategy: what, when, where, how are you going to be marketing? Who are you going to be marketing to? How are you going to be marketing? Where are you going to be marketing? So this is all around, and the same thing with promotion. Like, so marketing is, what type of marketing materials are you putting together? What does it look like? Are you showcasing certain products that you want people to purchase? Have you already identified your avatar? Have you already determined how you're going to market to them? What does that look like? Is it going to be a video ad? Is it going to be a print ad? Is it going to be ads at all? Do you already have, maybe you were smart enough to build a Facebook group around whatever your product is. So I'm going to use pets as an example. Maybe you got a pets Facebook group. And so you are sort of sprinkling in your products every once in a while into this large Facebook group around people who love maybe small pets. And so if you've done that, that's awesome. Or maybe you've got a fan page, or maybe you've got an Instagram page, or maybe you got a TikTok following. And we will be talking about, some marketing strategies in the workshop. So you need to pull that together. This is all part of that planning. And since the class is next week, like, again, I hope you started on this. But if you haven't, here's the thing I want you to know. Don't fret. Please don't. Because all of the stuff that I'm teaching in the workshop, you can use it for next year as well. You can get a head start, have your store up and running, get comfortable and relaxed with running your store, and implement if you are really, 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 really late in the game. But if you are a regular seller and you've been selling for a while, some of this stuff is like, okay, I just need to bring in an extra VA for an extra couple of weeks to do some stuff, or maybe I need to shift something just so I can squeeze this one thing in. So again, don't fret. Promotional stuff all around your ads. What type of promotions? What platforms are you going to be running ads on? Are you going to be doing Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads? What are you going to be doing? Do you have a budget for it? Did you put together a budget? Hopefully you did. So again, if you're doing planning like 4 months ago, you would have been thinking about your ad strategy how much money you want to put aside. Maybe you didn't know what products you wanted to sell, but you knew you needed a budget to market your products, or you needed a strategy to drive traffic to your product. So, and then your social media planning. So, posting on all the social media platforms, despite all the insanity that we have going on in the US, but posting on all your social media platforms so that you have a plan. Maybe you're using an automated tool. And so maybe 4 weeks ago, you started maybe loading up that tool. Maybe it's Hootsuite, maybe it's some other tool that you're using, Post Planner, whatever it happens to be. We use Promo Republic. So whatever your tool is, what's the frequency of your posting? What times a day for your avatar? When are they going to be online? Meaning the target audience for your specific product or keywords. What's the format that you're going to be posting on those social media platforms? Is any of it going to be live? Are you going to do some pre-promotional stuff? And then what's your method? So all of that is a lot for the 16 to 4 weeks window. There's still time to get some of the stuff knocked out, especially if you've been selling for a while. You can, again, figure out what to shift around a little bit just so you're ready to go for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And if you're not, it's okay. Get your store up and running. Get comfortable with the store, get comfortable with the platform, get comfortable with the interfaces, with your store, and also, your interaction and integration with your supplier, getting your inventory loaded in and all that other stuff so that your listings are up there for you. So planning is key to your success for Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
No.
I hope everybody agrees with that, because that is so important. The next
Wait, before you go on to the next one, I just want to remind everyone who's watching, we are giving away one free ticket to the upcoming Shopify Mastery Workshop. So what you need to do is answer this one question in the comment section below, and you stand a chance to win a free ticket. The winner will be announced at the end of this webinar. We'll do a random spinny wheelie thing, and we'll select one winner. And your question is, you have to name any one criteria that India Sourcing Network has to vet suppliers. So you'll also see the question scrolling at the bottom of your screen there. So go ahead, and while Nechole is doing this webinar, answer this question, and you stand a chance to win a free ticket. All right, Nechole, back to you.
Okay, all righty. So for number 2 is optimizing your website. This is one of the things we're actually going to be going through and talking about in the actual workshop. So again, if you have a lot of stuff that's loaded onto your website, a lot of stuff that's happening, meaning your Shopify store, sometimes people don't know that they need to optimize their graphics for their images, if they're too large, it impacts the page loading time, which means that it is slower to load. It's if you have a lot of different graphics and flashing happening, you want to simplify and streamline a lot of that. So you want to optimize your website so that way it pops up much faster, so that you don't lose some of that traffic that you're driving to your Shopify store. So these are some of the tips that I recommend. Like, you can get a lightweight theme. We can all launch our stores with a lightweight theme. That doesn't mean that you can't change your theme later on. You can change it. But initially, choose something that is not code heavy. That's like the logic code behind the scenes. Don't load large images. So sometimes you'll see images that are like 3,000 by 3,000. It's like, okay, that's not going to help the performance on your page. Trust me, it is not. Sorry, my whole family is showed up. My mom is here. I apologize. She just arrived tonight, so the timing is crazy. Don't put any GIFs on your GIFs, however you want to say it, on your pages. Make sure they're static images for now. You can sample with that and play with that later on, but for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, make sure you're putting images that are bright, bold, colorful, and at least whatever the product happens to be, and that they are static. Because if there's a lot of code running behind the scenes, a lot of things happening on the page, then it's going to take a little bit longer to load. Nicholas, close the door. And then third-party, close the door. Third-party JavaScripts. Again, I don't know if you already have, tools that you like on your page or things that you're using, but I would just encourage you, again, minimize what you have added or installed on your Shopify store. Limit the number of apps. I wouldn't recommend more than 5 or 6 apps. And there's going to be lots of tracking codes. So I would move the tracking code to your Google Tag Manager instead of on your Shopify store. You have the ability to add your Facebook Pixel and your Google Pixel, and those are going to be important things to add. But I wouldn't put much more inside of Shopify. Just try to use other sources for that, so that way it doesn't slow down your Shopify performance. Number 3, simplify the checkout process for your customers. Within Shopify, you can use Shopify Pay, Apple Pay, Android Pay, PayPal. You can use all of those. Try not to complicate it. If at all possible, give them a one-click checkout, so that way they can click once. So one of the options is, you might see this quite often. You'll see the little purple pay, or like a Google Pay. Sorry, Google Pay is one of them that I see all the time. But you click and it already has your information stored because you've been an online shopper for a while. So that minimizes them having to enter their stuff. Those are apps or things that you can activate on your Shopify store, and it makes it seamless. And it also stores the information, so then that way when they buy, if there is something else that they are interested on the way out after they click yes, then they don't have to retype anything. They literally, you can just say, I'm going to add this, I want to buy this too, and they can just buy immediately, and it already has their information on the back end, which again gives you an opportunity for an additional sale, which is what you want. You want more sales. Create flash sales. Hopefully everyone is doing this. This is a strategy that we used on Amazon, where we have like little sales. The price was higher and we lowered it by about 10%, but it's really not lowered. Anyway, you can, however you want to do it, offer some type of flash sale on the products that you sell. Some of them, you'll see on Shopify, you can put flash on, you can put like sale on some of your products. So if you're selling 30 products on your Shopify store, if there's 4 of them that you want to showcase and put a sale, you can see that there's going to be different app features that will allow you to offer a sale. But you can also offer a flash sale on your store. Maybe it's a site-wide coupon. Maybe it's something special where you want to offer a deal for a certain window of time. So maybe on Black Friday, you're going to say, if you purchase, 5 things, or if you purchase over $100 worth of stuff, we'll give you not only free shipping, but we'll give you, maybe a bonus gift during this window, whatever the window happens to be. So maybe you say that's between 12 and 6. So there's different things that you can do to offer all kinds of deals. And again, there's going to be a whole email marketing strategy that's also in the tips list. But again, these are things you need to be thinking about as far as marketing, and also as far as your store is concerned. The next one is offer a free gift with a So offering a free gift with a purchase, people love to get something free. So if you're doing email marketing, you definitely send it out to your current email list. If you're building a list and you're doing some ads, you can do an ad where there's a free gift, depending on what types of products you're selling. So in my mind right now, beauty products pop up. And so if I am getting a free carrying case for all of my makeup supplies and my brushes, or maybe I'm getting a free compact with a mirror, or maybe I am getting some free nail polish or a free nail set, nail care set, something like that to go with whatever is already that I'm already selling, because that's my avatar audience. So again, each one of you have different products that you sell. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're beauty products, pet products, kid products, whatever. But be thinking about, is there an opportunity to throw in a free gift during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday window to promote to your customers, or to put it into your ad marketing so that you have the opportunity to showcase those products, or to get more traffic to your store and to get people to come back, or maybe even do referrals. Again, that's all in the tips. I'm sorry, I'm going ahead. But in any case, these are options that are available to you. And we're going to talk about all of these in the workshop. So back to you, Nechole.
Fantastic. Yeah. So this is like a sneak peek into the workshop. I absolutely love it. So yeah, guys watching, if you have any questions, about the workshop, feel free to type them in the comments now. So Nechole, do you also want to talk about the workshop? Now we start next week. So if you're in the US, it's Friday morning, and if you're in Asia, Friday evening. And if you're in Asia, Australia, it's Saturday morning. So we'll also show you the link of the workshop just in a bit. But Nechole, do you want to maybe tell people why they should join the workshop and what they can expect, and just sort of give an overview of the workshop?
So the overview of the work, what I can do, I can go over some of the materials.
Yeah,
The
let's do
overview
that.
of the workshop, because I don't remember everything that's on your page, so we can definitely go over your page. I know that
Yes.
we're going to be doing a step-by-step guide of walking you through
Yes.
setting up your store. That is what we're actually going to give you. You'll have that in your hands, and during the class, I hope and pray that you will actually set up your store. We want to get your store live and operational before the 4 weeks is up. Like on class number 1 and number 2, by the end of class 2, your store should be operational. And that's the truth. We should have everything done if you do the work with me. If we're doing the work together and we're going through the guide together, you will actually have a fully functional store by class 2. And I don't know what that date is. I apologize. I don't know what the date is. What is
Yeah,
that
no
date?
worries. I will share the dates. Let's go over the
Okay.
content first. I
Okay.
will share
And then
screen and share the dates. Yeah.
Then you're also going to get an action workbook that's going to give you some additional things that you're going to do when it comes to your store. There's going to be some complexities that are unique to potentially you then that don't apply to me, because I sell in the US and I'm in the US. And so there's going to be some things that you have to deal with that I don't have to, or maybe some extra things that you have to do. So the action guide is hopefully going to cover all of those nuances that we all need to keep in mind when you're setting up a store and things that you need to do. So you'll have like an action workbook, you'll have the overview and the summary, and then we're going to go through and do some Facebook and Google ads. We're going to step through it, but you'll also have a little guide that kind of steps you through. Here's some basics for Facebook ads. Here's some basics Google ads, and here's some things to think about if you want to do ads on other platforms. So the Facebook ads are going to also cover Instagram. And so we've done already a whole simple ad strategy for Facebook, Instagram, and Google. And so you guys are going to get that as part of this. And then we'll step through some of them in the actual class so that you'll know. I'm not doing anything complex. I'm not doing anything intricate. If you are already a Facebook ads person, if you're already a Google ads person, that's great. But Google has stepped up its relationship with Shopify to make Google ads and the Google ad interface so much easier for Shopify stores, because they want to help you succeed. They're trying to take Amazon out of the picture. I don't know that that'll ever happen, but the point is that Google and Shopify are working together, and Google and Walmart are working together too. So Google is trying to, give Amazon a run for its money as much as it can with using Google ads. So we'll step through that. Then I'm going to give you all a international sellers tips list, again, because I'm in the US. There's some things I don't have to think about. There's things that you have to think about that you'll have to address and work on. You're going to get the Black Friday, Cyber Monday full tips list. And you're also going to get a list of Shopify apps to drive traffic to your store. So you're going to get that and so much more. And I'm going to tell you, this is not the full list. There's going to be some more stuff that's added. And so I guess we're talking next week maybe. But we're going to go through some additional things that we're going to add to this list. So you get a whole bunch. You're going to get inundated with information. I don't want you to be overwhelmed, though. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. It is intended to be a blessing, and we're going to step through all the materials that you have, and you can take action real time during the class so you can get the results that you want.
Yeah, that sounds fabulous, Nechole. I think there's a real need for this now, because people, I mean, you just quoted Amazon, that so that everybody's trying to chase Amazon, but it's just another market. It's just another marketplace, and people are looking not to put all their eggs in sort of one basket, so to speak. So it gives people a choice, and Amazon is not for everybody. People want to do other things that suit them. There's other things that can come into play too. But Shopify is a great potential market for people.
That's right. And I know that there's already a lot of international Shopify sellers that are doing drop shipping, but I know that you all do, like you have suppliers that you have vetted out of India that you have relationships with. So, it's a matter of, your private label products, having a place to showcase your private label products, in addition to if you're selling on Amazon, in addition to showcasing them on Amazon as well. But, having your own domain, having your own site, and having a way for you to build your own list and having your own email list that you own and Amazon does not own. And that is what I like about Shopify, is because you have the opportunity to build your list and to be able to market to that list at any given moment. And that's how you see all these people who have Shopify stores. They make so much money because they've built their own, they know their avatar, and they've built their own list. If you can do those two things really well and put the right products in front of the right audience, you can make a lot of money with your Shopify store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, look, I think too, something that's really good is people who are a little bit thinking, oh, how do I do this? That you can actually do it with you each week, and you're not just getting some notes and sitting down for hours trying to nut it out. You can actually be doing it each week and, working through it and, come back and ask you questions where they get stuck. So I think for people who really want to get into this, it's a good opportunity to learn and do it at the same time, not just stick it away for the next till next Black Friday and get it out again.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that, we'll take pauses in between to let everybody go do the activity so that, okay, you've done the activity now. So, and then there will still be, a little bit of homework, but hopefully it's not a lot. I really want people to get results. I want people to take action. I want you to take advantage of Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales if you have the opportunity. So again, if you take action in the class, you'll have a store up and running by class workshop 2.
Yep.
But even, to get, if they miss that Christmas, like the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks of December are crazy anyway. So, you're mad. If you're going to do it, you might as well get in and pick up those Christmas sales. And hopefully people have got stock in Amazon or in their 3PL ready for Christmas. So they should, most of the people we're dealing with should have their own private label stock somewhere in the US or in Australia, wherever they're going to do their store by now, hopefully ready for the Christmas sales.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's a fantastic opportunity, guys. Come on, get on board. you won't regret this.
No, you won't. I'm looking forward to the stories. I'm looking forward to, the people that are going to get the sales this Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I'm also looking for those people that continue through the year and just going to crush it in 2022.
Yep. We love those stories too, don't we, Megla?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we love stories. So just a quick reminder for those of you who are just joining us, you can win a free ticket to the Shopify Mastery Workshop. All you need to do is answer this one question in the comment section below. You need to name one criteria that India Sourcing Network uses to vet suppliers for our network. So type your answer in the comment section below. We will be choosing one winner at the end of this webinar. So I just wanted to share quickly the website for the workshop and also the dates. Some people were asking for the dates. So if you're in the US, let me see if I can, If you're in the US, the dates are October 22nd, 29, November 5, and November 12. So it's a 4-week workshop, and there are 4 sessions. Each session is about, I think, 2.5 hours long. And if you're in Europe, Asia, Australia, the dates are October 23rd, 30th, 6th, and 13th. And I'll just quickly go down and go through the agenda of each day. And there's just so much content that Nechole is going to cover on each day. It's just amazing. Okay, so let's look at day 1. So the first session is all about basics, and Nechole will explain how the Shopify model works, why you should consider Shopify in your store and business model. So your mindset, your schedule, why Shopify, understanding Shopify store model, business model, understanding and defining your niche. So that's all about day 1. And then day 1 is where the fun actually starts. And Nechole will guide you through setting up your Shopify account, adding products, and optimizing your listing. So here's when we create your account, set up Shopify, define the store, themes, menus, features, set up your domain, logo, address, email, social media assets, collections, menus, add products, and optimize listings. Wow, that's a lot, Nechole. I hope you can cover all of that in 2.5 hours. We're probably going to go over that. Then day 3 is all about different paid and free apps that are available for Shopify. So what are some of the free apps, paid apps, shipping, paid setup, policies, contact us, preferences, payments, Facebook ads, Google ads, marketing apps, email marketing. And then day 4 is all about scaling your store. And we're also going to have one India supplier joining us who actually does drop shipping of these very beautiful doormats that are made from coir, which is coconut husk. So, and they integrate with your Shopify website. So that's going to be very interesting. But this is all about preparing for Black Friday, tracking your numbers, e-commerce tools, social signals, selling strategies, outsourcing operations, and basically scaling your Shopify store. Wow, that's a lot of content. And of course, we have a Telegram group.
Nechole, I have one question. What don't you cover?
Well, I mean, here's the deal. There's no sense in teaching people how to open up a Shopify store if you don't, like, you can open up a store. That's just like creating an Amazon account, and then what? Like, you got to know what to do with it. So if you don't know what to do with it, it doesn't do me any good to teach you how to open up a Shopify store if you don't know what to do with it.
No, that's fantastic.
Exactly. And then, of course, we
there's
have the Telegram
Megla's
group.
favorite part, the Telegram group.
Yeah, absolutely. I just love these Telegram groups because what this allows you to do is come back into the group between sessions and ask Nechole any questions that you might have. And it's really important for this workshop specifically because you're going to be setting up your website during the 1 week, between the sessions. And so you will have questions, you will get stuck. And so this is your opportunity to come back in the group and just, send your question to Nechole, and she'll be answering questions inside of the Telegram group. Just to quickly go over the timing. So some people have been asking about the timing. So if you're in the US, then the timings are 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then November 12th is 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. because you have the daylight savings. So it's in the evenings if you're in the US. And if you're in Australia, then it's in the morning. So 12 p.m. or afternoon, 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Melbourne time, and then Singapore, it's 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So yeah, good time.
Don't
If you're in
forget
the
New Zealand. Don't forget New Zealand, Megla.
Yes, exactly. If you're in Europe, then the timing is a bit off. It's 1 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. But we will be giving you recordings. So immediately after a live session finishes, you will get access to the recordings, and you can watch the replay and then come back into the Telegram group and ask any questions that you might have. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Okay, so let me just remove this. And okay, guys, last chance to answer the question. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes to answer the question. Name any one criteria that India Sourcing Network has to vet suppliers. And I see someone has posted their answer, but we can't see your name, Facebook user. Can you just quickly type in your name? Let us know who you are so that we can add your name to the lucky draw.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Nechole, are your boys all excited for the big sales? Do they get really into it?
No, because that means more work for them. And and sometimes there's a comprehension challenge because both of them are on the spectrum, one more so than the other. So Nicholas is used to doing basic stuff. Like I'm like, put it in the box, put it in the box, put it in the box, because he makes the product. Whereas Tony is like, well, how do I tell if they have any more? How do I this? And I've gone through it multiple times, but the retention is not always there. And so I was like, okay, Tony, let's do this one more time. So they're excited about, like, in February when I distribute, January and February when I distribute money, because I always hold money because of returns. We all know about returns. So I'm like, okay, or refunds or whatever. So yeah, they're happy in February when they get a whole bunch of money. That's when they're happy.
Oh, great.
That's cool.
That's really good that they get involved. I think it's fantastic. Yeah. But with a mum who's so much into Shopify, they probably don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice.
All right, guys. So here we go. We are going to now select a winner. So you guys ready? We're going to spin the wheel here. All the names. Robin, we've got your name as well. Suzanne, yours too. Christine. Everybody who commented until like 30 seconds ago, your names are here. So I just see Manavolan has commented, but okay, no, that's a question. Okay, We are ready to spin. Let's go. Who's going to
Spin
win
the
a free
wheel.
ticket? Who's going to be the lucky one? Oh my gosh, it's Suzanne. Robin, Suzanne.
Oh, Robin
Suzanne, yay.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Suzanne. Congratulations. So, Suzanne, I will be in touch with you, and you have won a free ticket to the Shopify Mastery Workshop. And for everybody else, you can sign up for the workshop. You can see the URL at the bottom of your screen. And if you have attended one of our previous workshops, you do get a 10% discount. Go into your respective Telegram group and look for the discount code. So let me see. I think we should wrap up now, unless Nechole, Mark, Kevin, anything else you want to
Somebody,
add?
I think Laura's had a question about, does she need to set anything up beforehand, or does she wait?
Yeah, so Lois is joining the workshop, and she'll be setting up in Australia. What do I need to have before we start?
We're going to talk about everything in the first session, so you should be fine. So the thing that I'm not taking a deep dive into is suppliers, because that was the conversation, but everything else, like, we're going to go into it. So we're going to talk about the setup and everything you need to get ready. And hopefully you'll have a week to, if there's anything that you need to set up, you got a week to get it ready, because we're going to be doing it in class too.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't need to prepare anything before the workshop starts, right? Okay.
No.
Cool. There's this question for Amazon. We send to FBA or 3PL. If we are overseas seller, what happens for Shopify store? Where do we send our stock to, or can we do international shipping from base country? I guess you got to join the workshop to find out. But if you want to quickly answer that,
Yeah, I go ahead and answer it. So if you are already selling, like you're selling on Amazon, you have a third party, you've already got your private label product. You can, like, if you haven't established an account with like fulfillment center, you can send your inventory or establish an account with a fulfillment center, and then that fulfillment center can interface with your Shopify account, so that when you have sales, they can ship your information or ship your products to your customer for you. So it just depends on, and some people have direct accounts with certain suppliers. And so if that supplier has an integration with Shopify, then again, when you get a sale on Shopify, they'll be notified, they'll pull the item and ship it to your customer. So hopefully that answers your question. You got a fulfillment center option, and you got a prep center option.
Oh, Mana, that's you. Oh my God, you're confusing me. I was like having difficulty pronouncing that name.
I that one either.
Who's Mana Valdendi? It's you. Okay.
But at the same token, we've got John, who does the integration for Shopify.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, so we've got John Polladin from
FBM Fulfillment.
FBM Fulfillment,
Fulfillment, yeah. And I think you can actually set up with Simon. DSP can do it as well, yeah. So if you've got stock in either, you can actually set it up as well through the 3PLs that you've got your stock.
Because I mean, a lot of people who'd be selling on Amazon would have to have a 3PL warehouse, a relationship with a 3PL warehouse these days.
It's non-negotiable now, according to Jeff. You don't have a choice.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The days are gone of putting it all into Amazon. They don't want it.
Yeah. But there's lots of other ways too, isn't there, Nechole, that people will just have to wait and see, won't they?
Yeah, there are. And, we'll talk about it in the class. And I'm excited because, again, I know that there's a lot of people that want to be able to sell their own products, and they want to build their list. That's where the money is in building the list, having the avatar, the target, and building the list. So,
Right.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Is the company a manufacturer? Which company are you referring to? Are you referring to the supplier that's going to be joining us on the last day? Then yes, they are a manufacturer. Yeah.
And their products are beautiful.
Exactly. And they have a huge variety of products. And they ship within like 2 or 3 days, and you can have customized doormats for your Shopify store and, personalized with your customers' names on them, and also, really powerful.
Fantastic.
Okay, awesome. So Nechole, we are not going to keep you here for any longer. You need to go rest. And we are so excited about this workshop. And, we'll probably do another Q&A session next week. Let's see how things go. And but otherwise, we are so excited about the workshop, and we will see you next Friday.
I'm so glad to see you up on your feet again, Nechole.
Thank you so much. I am
That's okay.
Eternally grateful. Again, I know that there's a lot of people who have family COVID stories and friend COVID stories, and I'm just I'm glad to be here. So
it's awesome to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you
care.
so much for joining us. And Suzanne, congratulations. I'll be in touch with you. And guys, don't forget, check out the Shopify Mastery Workshop. The URL is right here at the bottom of your screen. Really, really good workshop. Lots of great information.
Just there, Megla.
Just there. Yeah. Do that for me, Kevin. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.